Hello everybody, this is Ben85. Welcome back to another episode of FS19 Ultra Realism. Look at that, pastures are cleaned off, no more bales, the rain is on its way, and I'm off to get the last load of bales from over here on the fields that we're going to digging up this episode. Unfortunately, I was unable to get or to turn them into silage bales. That was the original plan. I think we had discussed that. I considered using them for hay just because I wasn't sure how many hay bales we were going to get. To give you an idea, just between the two pastures, and the big field, and half of the field next to the big fields, we got 220 bales. And that doesn't include the strip that didn't grow yet, that we harvested really late. So that's another probably 25 bales there. So that's like 245. Plus it wasn't fertilized. So if we fertilize it, we'll increase it. So we could get close to 300 bales, which would be absolutely astounding. And probably more than we need. I gotta do the math again as far as how many bales we need, but I'm pretty sure 300 is more than we need. So we may end up baling those for silage coming up here. But I mean, at least we got the bale to do it. It is warm enough right now. 52 degrees. It's warm enough to... No, ground temperature is 46. It is warm enough to do everything except for beans and corn, which will be coming here in late spring. Of course, late spring also means harvesting of maybe straw. We'll have to see. But of course, it worked out that we only had one bale left. All the way back over here for one bale of hay. Really seems worth it, doesn't it? But I'm excited to get planting with new planters, and we also need to discuss some things when it comes with the cows. So it's a bit of a long walk or drive back. I won't bring you guys with me. I'll meet you back over there by the farm. Well, it turns out it started raining on the way back, so I want to check something here. So we have this much, so this should go to 9,765. I want to know if the rain affects the bale while it's in here. So if we put this in here, it should go to 9,765. If it doesn't, and yep, 9,765. So we have 380 bales. We only have room for 40 more bales in here, and this shed is full. That's impressive. Alright, so to talk about the animals. Please excuse the rain. So let's see where we're at here. Alright, so we've got food, water. Mixed ration is not great here, but I think it's making right now. This one's good. And all of those are set where we need to be. Yeah, it's making mixed ration right now. TMR, so we're good. This one can't. It has no straw in it, and we have no straw. So I think if we go here, we can go... Alright, so it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. So that's 3 bales worth. Let's get like 20,000 liters. So at least gets us moving again. So like I said, we can buy straw, but it's not cheap. Not by any means. but we've got a decent amount of TMR in there, so I'm not too worried about it. I just want to get it going so we don't get behind here. That one, on the other hand, is going to struggle. But here's what I want to do. We have 290 cows in here. We have our 400 plus the little ones, so that one's set. So we need 110 animals in here for full amount. So 10, 20. Oh, it's a lot of clicking. But this will get us all set now for how many animals we want to have. So that's 50. And now we can we don't have to put any more money into the animals. We just have to collect items and farm stuff and pay back our debts. That's 80, right? Yeah. $90, $100. That should be $110. So if we go here, we should have 400. Perfect. And how close are some of these animals to calving? 8 7s. There's some 5s. Looks like, oh, I saw 4 for a moment there. Otherwise, most of them are half year. Which half year would be mid-fall. So I don't think we're going to expect any milk from this barn until that time. But regardless, now we've got stuff mixing here. I'm going to have to put some more water, some more straw in here. I don't really want to do that while the rain's coming down. I can't do any planting while the rain's coming down, really. I mean, I could, but I don't like the idea of it. It's not proper. I'm not that worried about straw. We're actually running out of soybean straw. But at least that'll get the water going. Water's the important part, feed's the important part. Like I said, we don't have a lot of straw left here. 2 stacks plus some extra bales here that decided to tip over, and that one's about to tip over. All sorts of goodies. But I'm going to be selling some manure, because both of the farms are full of manure. It'll give us some cash back. Might actually pay back some of our loan here a little bit. I haven't decided. I'm also very, very tempted still to plant some cotton, just because I've never done that in seasons. I don't know. I just have this want to do that. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet. But regardless, we should be able to get planting once it starts raining. And we'll bring you back for that because there's some new planters going, and I want you guys to check it out. Here we are, one stop. And it's a very slow process. I think I showed you this before, but to get this going, here's our fill rate. Very slow. So I'll see you guys when it stops raining. Well, guys, I'm not sure why you didn't tell me this. I didn't even notice. This planter does not cultivate ahead of time. It's not like one of those no-till drills. So, unfortunately, we need to do this. Move it forward a little bit so it's not in the way. I suppose this it did let me unhook it as such. Let's see here. Sure. So that means we're going to need ourselves a different drill, because this one is not going to work for us. Okay, cedars. So we might as well do something different that we haven't done before. So I was thinking this guy right here. It's a little wider. It's definitely a cool setup. Yeah, let's get this one. Oh, it did go over there. Now I'm not sure how well this tractor is gonna handle digging in the dirt, but we're gonna find out. Oop, it's stuck on the ladder. This thing's big. And now we just gotta load it all up. All the different compartments that opened up. Looks like it's making the tractor walk a little bit, but that's okay. We're looking to put canola in first. Obviously it's almost nighttime, so I'm not sure how far we're gonna get here. I have a feeling that was gonna be enough to fill it up. And this one doesn't have quite the capacity. Let's see how fertilizer works out. Actually, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But this is gonna be full. Yep, there we go. Alright, so let's see what this guy can do. So we're gonna unfold it. So that folds down. I'm hoping the tongue shrinks down. Yep, it does. It's a good thing. Not quite as big then. Looks like the 3 sections are independent, which is definitely a good thing for us. It's big. I'm impressed. Alright, let's make sure this is set. Left side first, no headland. Drop her down. And now she's planting. Okay, just hoping it wasn't going to get stuck. Get stuck, we're in trouble. Look at that, that's impressive. That's how you make short work out of a field. That's going to be really nice. So the other thing is we're going to have to put in a bunch of sunflowers on 12, 13, 29, 30, 31, 35, 36, 37, 38. So those are all sunflowers. So these, and these. Which means we're going to be this guy right here. Our other big one. I don't know if this tractor is going to be big enough for this. We're going to find out. If it's not, I think we'll be okay because obviously with the bigger equipment, we'll be able to do the work faster. But it'll be interesting to see. And these guys here, where it failed, I'm going to run through here, is all going to be soy. And obviously soy is not quite ready, although I'm probably going to be ready to plant tomorrow, if I had to take a guess. And if that's the case, then corn will also be available. Looks like he's trying to turn around. He might have got stuck. That's going to be an issue. But we've used this planter before, So this guy also shrinks down when it's in planting mode. Not quite so long. This one obviously you have to dig beforehand, so that's why those other fields were dug. We'll put this on probably that set of 4. We'll have to put headlands on it, because otherwise this guy's going to run into everything. A little bit of a lag spike there. It's getting close to nighttime, so sometimes it lags a little more. Or it just could be all the trees, I don't know. Hopefully we don't get the lag spikes once we upgrade this computer. I've got some things picked out. I'm looking forward to it. I'm waiting impatiently for some Christmas money to come in. And at that point, yeah, it's still stuttering pretty good. I'm getting like 24, 25 frames per second instead of the normal 40 to 50. But one way or another, it'll get updated here. Like I said, it'll probably be the end of December, around Christmas time. Alright, so expand this guy out. You can see it's shrinking down the tongue. I just hope this guy can pull it. If it can't, we're going to be in trouble. I could put the front duals on, actually. That would probably improve it. If I was being smart here. So I have it in sunflower mode. Oop, nope. Control H. We're going to go left side first. We're going to go that for headlands. Looks like it'll pull. I'll try to hire him. And I don't believe I got a message for the other one. Let's see here, number 1. Oh yeah, he's still going at it. It's like fertilizer is going to be the thing that goes down the quickest. But this guy is doing auto fertilizer, so I don't need to fertilize any of the fields that I run the drill across, which is actually going to be awesome. So I'm going to keep working here. Well, one of the downsides of big equipment is you can't really hire anybody for these little fields. You just got to do them yourself. So we're kind of back to planting on our own, at least for a little bit. It is early or late spring, not early, late spring. And it turns out none of the, I shouldn't say straws, none of the cereal crops are ready to go. They're still in the final stages of getting to harvestability. Guess the final stages of maturity. So we don't have any straw, which might make feeding animals a bit difficult. We're gonna have to see. But it is warm enough that I should be able to plant everything. Oh, helper eye. Just can't help it, can you? But I mean, look at this. It's, what, 2 and basically a half passes? Or 1.5 rounds, and we're in business. All of this field is planted already. It's just downright, I mean, it's crazy, right? Large equipment's so nice. Absolutely so nice, especially on the bigger fields. So I have a feeling we're going to get everything in the ground today. And you should be able to hold me to that. I don't know, we'll have to see. I have a feeling I have to take a look at, yeah, I figured helper eye was going to be way up onto there. You can give them as much headland as they'll take, but it's apparently never enough. This is one of our hay fields that we're changing over. We're also changing the other one over, so no big deal. Oh shoot. If only I could drive straight. It's not close enough. Alright, well, I guess we'll see if I can get all of these fields planted today. It's gonna be some work, but I think it's doable. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so it turns out I was wrong. I couldn't get all the fields planted in one shot. In fact, I forgot that this one had to be cultivated still. But I think we did pretty good. We've got all these here, all these, all these. All we have left pretty much is the corn. We've got 4 fields. These 2 big fields here, and this field for corn. All the drill work is done, at least for now. Obviously, we're gonna we've got some of these cereal crops that we're gonna be taking off here pretty quick. And once we do that, we got some up here, here, here. They're all over the place, you know. Those are gonna be replanted then, either with corn, with the idea of silage, or soybeans. Probably a lot of them will be soybeans. This guy's trying to get, I don't know where. He's trying to dig. I hate to admit it, guys, here. Gosh, FS19 looks so good. I've been seeing some videos. I've been trying not to watch videos, but some of the people I know in the community have been watching a little bit. Oh, it's gonna get stuck on the rock and not make it through, isn't it? Oh, come on. No, he's gonna get stuck. Gotta lift it up, pull it forward. There we go. I'm not gonna spoil anything, because once we get into it, then we'll talk about it. I don't want to talk about it now because obviously I can't show you anything. But I just want to say a lot of the mods and a lot of the options that we put into place in this playthrough for the Ultra Realism portion are built into the regular game now. There are so many things you can do in the regular game, plus a bunch of new things that makes it even more realistic that I am super excited about. So it's probably a good thing that I can't play it right yet until I upgrade the computer, because honestly I would want to drop this playthrough almost overnight and go into FS22, but I want to see through this playthrough because I want to know how much work, how much effort it takes to run that many cows that we're looking at doing. I think it's such an interesting idea. You know, something I've never done before. So that's where I am on things. I'm gonna finish up the planting here. We're gonna have to take her into summertime here. There's probably not a lot that I can show you that I haven't done already. I mean, I'll check in here and there. I got some fertilizing to do. We've got some harvesting to do. We've got bales to make. Basically all the stuff we've been doing for a long time. We just gotta keep doing it and in larger portions. But I think it's gonna be pretty good capability of seeing what it takes to have that many animals just by going into this winter here. We'll see how much feed we can get into all the silos and stuff, and basically set it all up and then start making money, and we'll go through the winter and just see how much we can get paid off, how much money we can make, how awesome it's going to be to have all that set up. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. I can't quite cover that whole pass. That's unfortunate. There's also one stump right there. But we are officially going to be planting where there was once trees. So we did take care of that portion, which is pretty cool. And this tractor with the big tires, it pulls pretty decent. I've been happy with it. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. I'm refusing to use it in the corn planter because obviously you want row crops to have tires set up so you don't have compaction where the rows are. So this is okay for digging. I'm using it for drilling because it would be usable for that, but when it comes to planting corn and sunflowers and stuff, it's a big no-go. I'm going to finish digging this. I'm going to end for the night here because I think the animals are all fed and everything's set up. But I'm going to end this episode here, so thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, as always, take it easy. Ooh. Right there's the money shot. Look at that. Look at that sunset. And I can't follow my path because I'm not watching. There we go.